Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your boy Scribe. That is right, it is Saturday afternoon, a little bit late on this Galactic challenge. I do apologize. I needed to lie in. Alright, those are my excuses. Let's get galactically challenged. What is going on? What is the happy haps? Today we are going over to the wonderful Death Star. It is the holiday destination of the weekend, facing off against Traya and her Sith allies. We've got bonuses for Galactic Republic this time, which is good because the Galactic Republic faction has a great GL and lots of great squads. So, we need to win with a full team of Galactic Republic. We also need to win with an Underman, so a 4-man team at the most. We also need to win with our Hunter Mercenary. That's a brand new marquee, guys. Do not skip it. You can do it at any tier. If you were at 3 stars with your Hunter, do it at tier 2, 4 stars at tier 4, 5 stars at tier 6, and so on and so forth. We also get some additional points if you happen to have bought the episode pass. If you're going to put any money into this game, the episode pass is the best bang for your buck. That $20 goes a long, long way. What are the modifiers then? We've got a global modifier called Volatile Energies. Essentially what this does is it gives a global ability with a cooldown that requires you to hit 100% charge. Every time any unit takes a turn, you get 5% charge. Alright, so after 20 turns, there is an insta-kill ability available. Now, keep in mind, it is shared between both teams. So every turn your opponent takes, every turn you take builds up that charge. And if it happens to land on the enemy's turn, they can instantly defeat one of your characters. So there is a little bit of finagling that we need to do to try and make it sure it lands on our turn. We've got the Steadfast Retribution modifier for our Galactic Republic allies, and essentially that reflects damage back at the enemy, alright? So the more damage they do to us, the more damage in turn we deal to them. It's pretty decent, actually. The enemy has got Grim Machinations, which is absolutely horrendous. It's a horrible, horrible modifier. Essentially, if we kill one of their units, the rest of their team gets 50% more health and gets 50% more offense, stacking, and they get 50% turn meter and 50% heals. Not only that, if they defeat one of your units, they're going to get a stack of Dark Ascension. Each stack of Dark Ascension increases the damage they deal by 30% and decreases the damage they take by 15%. It's a nightmare. Our first team on the chopping block then is General Skywalker and the 501st Allies. This one's a little bit tricky. If you've got JMK Cat, highly recommend you use that instead. But if you have no other options, General Skywalker's pretty good. He's not the best option, but I want to go with what I consider to be the most widely available one, alright? So I am going to start with form up, because we do want to get out ahead of the bat over here. I'm going to place the turret over here on our Rex, and after that, we're just going to use some specials. We want to call in the assist on Traya, alright? Call the assist on Traya because I want to increase her cooldowns, and then we're going to swap over to Nihilus. Get a big AoE out, get some armor shreds, wonderful. Alright, so that is the initial setup. After that, your gas is likely to drop, and we've just got to keep an eye on this super laser blast, alright? When this hits 100%, we've got an insta-kill. We want to try and make sure that insta-kill favors us and not them. So what is that? That's another 11 turns, basically. Alright, so let's just keep it going over here and focusing on Nihilus for now. If they happen to get your 5s to sacrifice, that's really not so bad. How's the turn meter going here? Okay, that's not terrible. We'll get rid of their Nihilus then. And that should trigger the 5 sacrifice, but also get a double kill. That is really unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. That is incredibly unfortunate. It's because Traya's middle ability hits 3 times. She must have hit him, put heal immunity on him, triggered the sacrifice, and killed him all in one setup. That's painful. Very, very painful. Now, we are going to miss... Oh no, wow, we lucked out there. We actually did manage to get the Super Laser Blast on our turn, just by decreasing the turn meter on the Sith Empire Trooper. So we're going to have to use it on him, unfortunately, because he's the only target available, and we're probably going to have our gas sit down any second now. There he goes again. Those counterattacks chipping away at our protection. Just going to throw out some debuffs over here. Alright, okay. So, I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll just get rid of him. Gas is going to stand up. Let's see if we can get some big damage and hopefully take out Talon. There we go. Talon's gone. This was sketchy, guys. This was real sketchy. Let's just do a basic and a basic. And that's it. So you can get it to work. It gets messy, but you don't get anything extra for having people survive. You just need to win. Now, of course, that's not the only Galactic Republic team that can win. Queen Amidala also does very good. I'm taking in Shakti with Echo. The principle is largely the same. You do want to get your summoned unit out of the gate because that does keep you alive, ladies and gentlemen. After that, we are just going to go ahead and focus on Nihilus, I guess. Get rid of all this stealth malarkey and then swap over to Talon. Let's have a look over here. What do I want to do? I think I'll just get the offense up for now. That isolate does nothing to the decoy because the decoy just cannot receive buffs or debuffs. Isn't that wonderful? We'll get rid of all of their buffs, I think. I don't want none of that, son. Don't want none of that. And Scion just returns in kind saying, actually, I don't want you to have buffs neither. Fine, fine. We'll just dispel the debuffs then. See, hopefully get some nice debuffs of our own out there. Maybe we'll get a buff immunity. He does have tenacity down. There we go. We do want to try and get rid of that Talon, but it can be quite tricky. Can be quite tricky. Let's get rid of Nihilus. He is a little bit of a threat. We don't like his face very much. Ooh, wonderful. We've actually got the Super Laser Blast ability, so keep an eye out on that and take out Traya. She's the priority unit. If you try and kill Traya through combat means, you know, without having taken care of Talon first, she will just get that sacrifice, essentially, and you will not actually defeat Traya. But if you use the Super Laser Blast, it will always work. So that's great. Now, we're kind of stuck a little bit behind Scion right now, and we're not really out of the woods. We do have to deal a lot more damage and take out that Talon. Talon is a real threat in this one, ladies and gentlemen. She can do redonkulous damage, especially if she's had a moment to increase her stacks of that, Dark Ascension. She can get real scary. So we don't want her doing too many AoEs because they will just destroy people. Let's get rid of her real quick, I hope. Okay, I'm not going to use an attack because I don't want them to gain turn meter right now. Actually, we should still win anyway, but I'm going to play it safe. That wasn't really playing it safe, but we got there anyway. All right, at this point, we can hit full auto. So Queen Amidala with some support does pretty well thanks to the summoned unit that we get. Is able to tank a lot of the damage, give us the time to take out the other units. If you get the Super Laser Blast, use it on that Traya. If you can't, you're going to have to work around it, get rid of key characters like Talon and Nihilus. That's why I like taking in Echo. We've got an extra source of a dispel there. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, 2 teams. Of course, I will go in and show you JMK as well, but what I will do with the JMK team is I'm going to shake it up just a little bit by going Underman here. So this works as an Underman squad, but also, if you go full squad, you'll have a full team of Galactic Republic. Now, the feat is very particular. It says a full squad of Galactic Republic. You have to take in 5, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target Sith Empire Trooper, reset the cooldowns on Cat. That's just to get rid of the pre-taunt. And then I'm going to leap out Traya. So Traya's gone. Next high target is going to be Nihilus. We're just going to target down Nihilus now and just kind of hope for the best, I guess. I'm pretty sure that JMK is going to deal absolutely fine with this team, so no real concerns there. Unfortunately, Snips does attack out of turn a lot, which means she is going to murderize herself with all the attacks out of turn, thanks to Traya's leadership, but I am quietly confident that we're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine. 55% of the way there on our Super Laser Blast. Gotta hope, once again, that our enemies do not get to use it. How are we looking? 80%. 80%, so 4 more turns, that is. Let's see. We'll go like this. Wonderful. 90%. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be absolutely fine here. But let's just doubly make sure that we are absolutely fine by taking out everybody in the world. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great. So JMK Cat. Obviously, if it works Underman, it works with a full squad. Taking gas or something with a lot of damage, or you could take in some heals like Padme or Barriss or whatever you really fancy. Let's look at some other Undermans. So, in my opinion, Bane and Malak is a pretty easy Underman. The only problem with this particular setup is, of course, you are really running the risk, quite a high risk in fact, of your Bane just kind of, you know, getting super lasered out of there. That's the real threat, ladies and gentlemen, is you just get super lasered and Bane dies. So hopefully that's not going to, you know, happen to us. We'll have to figure it out when we get there. Let's go ahead and just start sapping away. It's the only thing that's really going to defeat us is if they happen to take that turn and get that bonus kill. So it's no worries if we lose. Oh my god, Bane went absolutely ham there. Uh-oh. We are in danger here because they're going to get that super laser blast. Oh, we increased their cooldown so they couldn't use it. That was clutch. That was absolutely clutch. So I like Bane's odds here, mano a mano versus Scion. But he has got Held by Hatred. That increases his damage output. Hopefully we can siphon off enough stats, and hopefully he doesn't happen to land on the Super Laser Blast. Maybe we just save our sucky at the end there to make sure he can't use the Super Laser Blast, because that could be really awkward. That could be very awkward, couldn't it? So let's see. How is this going to land? 90%, 95. Oh, we should be okay. We should be okay, because it'll be 95 when it goes to Scion now. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know why they weren't using it. Maybe they don't use it when it's just Bane left. I don't know. I can't explain that. I can't explain why they didn't use it on me. Try it yourselves. It's not the only solution, though. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have another solution for you. Lots of free-to-play solutions on this. Well, I say lots. Okay, so we're going to go in with EP Mara Jade now. EP Mara Jade Vader, and we're going to take in Thrawn. This is a good Underman team. The idea behind, the concept behind this team is really don't let the opponent do anything. All right, it's a wonderful concept. You all should give it a try. So we're going to start off by stripping all of that buffs, and then we're going to place that tenacity down. After that, we're going to throw some grenades, get that shock, get that stagger, hopefully on everybody, and just basic with your Palpatine, okay? Basics with Palpatine is the way. Because what's happening is when the enemy has got shock on their team, when Palpatine basics, he's going to gain 15% turn meter for each shocked enemy, all right? And he's going to put out a debuff. He's going to put his own shock out. So if there are 5 people out there, you're getting like 75% turn meter just using this basic. That lets you cycle through turns quite a bit. After that, on Vader's turn, first use a Force Crush. Boom, that'll get him an extra turn thanks to all the turn meter. Then go into Merciless Massacre and just do basics round the corn. Basics round the corn is what we are looking to do, okay? After you've done the basics, you'll do another Force Crush, which is going to give you enough turn meter to go again. Isn't it a wonderful setup? So right now, we're back to Palpatine with 85%. We're doing wonderful here. I'm going to focus down on Darth Talon. Again, we're only doing basics, ladies and gentlemen. Just basics all the time. We've got the Super Laser Blast. Take out Traya. That's step number 1. After we've done that, the enemy cannot dispel the debuffs that they've got on them, so it becomes all the easier. But they shouldn't take any turns now anyway. You'll just be able to cycle through all these units here. Keep them controlled with Palpatine. Remember, only basics. I'm not even going to fracture with Thrawn right now. I'm just going to keep that turn meter train rolling because we want all the turns in the world. That was a misclick. that was a total misclick. My bad. I was supposed to go into Merciless there. My bad, everybody. I'm sorry. Apologies. Apologies to the back. Okay, we've got Merciless Massacre, but almost feels like a waste. It's not a waste. We're just going to go in. We're just going to go in. So I'm going to basic here. I'm going to use the super laser. I'm going to basic here. I'm going to basic here. And then I'm going to drop a nice big old Force Crush. Wonderful. And then another basic. And once again, we are back into the control phase of the match. Keep everybody stunned, everybody shocked, everybody with lots and lots of debuffs. I'll just fracture Nihilus, why not? And yeah, this is it, basically, guys. Just play the game. Never use that AoE stun from Palpatine. Well, you can if you want to, I suppose, once Traya's gone. Once Traya's gone, it's a lot easier to manage because they can't dispel their debuffs, so you can actually keep them all shocked and stunned pretty much permanently. I don't even know what happened to her. I think she must have had a bunch of dots on her and she died of sadness. Nihilus is gone. And then we could probably just put this on full auto from here, but I'm not going to because, you know, the minute you put it on full auto is the minute that you discover that the AI just ain't that bright. The artificial intelligence is really coming in quite loud and clear sometimes in this game. But that should about do it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they can't do anything. I don't think they took a single turn the entire battle. It's a wonderful setup. EP Mara Jade, Vader, and Thrawn. Let's just throw it. Wonderful. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's not actually it. We do have one more thing to do, and that's to use our Hunter. This is your public service announcement. Everybody, do not forget you have to get your wins in with Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and take in JMK. I'm going to take in Kenobi, I'm going to take in Cat, I'm going to take in Snips, and then I'm going to get Hunter. Not you, R2. Get out of there. There we go. Get your Hunter Mercenary at the highest tier that you have. If you've only got 3-star, it's just tier 2. All right? So, oh, of course. Oh, I misclicked. Cat's supposed to be here, damn it. Your boy Scribble is terrible at games. is absolutely terrible at playing the computers. But, oh wow, that talent on this tier isn't even properly armied out. It looks like the enemy is ridiculously weak for my high relic. I'm not used to the mercenary, the marquee character actually taking a turn. Normally, either the battle's over or they're dead by now. So there we go. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. You can thank me later. Make sure you get that done. Get yourself some free episode experience points. And, I don't know, whilst you're there, maybe give me a like. Share it with your friends. Tell me your stories. I want to know how your weekend's going, baby. Talk dirty to me. I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.